Hi, guys. This is Jess with your all signs. The rest of this month, we're going to actually look at each sign and see what is around you guys energetically and what's coming up for you for the remainder of May. Now, if you're looking for the stamps, do check the description box below. Also, maybe you want to check out your other placements like your moon, your rising, that sort of thing, because I will be looking at finances, career, as well as love. And it's a general, so it may not even resonate with you. And I had something else to say. I'm not really sure what that was. However, if you're interested in a personal read, do check out the website and the link in the description box below. Okay, so let's get into the reading. What is going on? Sorry, guys. I already started with Aries. Okay, so Aries, for the remainder of this month, it looks like to me overall, you have energy where you will be here, there, everywhere. I believe there's Mars is about to go into your sign. I don't know if it's there yet. I don't know exactly what date it will be, but it kind of gives me this energy where you're feeling very energetic. Again, a lot of things that you need to take care of, and you will be able to do so. Now, you do have someone or something very significant. This could be about family or someone that you hold near and dear to you. And you're not so sure how things are going to work out with an individual or circumstance with someone either you consider family or is very significant in your life. I do see that there's a sense of feeling, again, not sure where things are going to go here in this situation. And you may be shocked that you become a little overwhelmed, all right? I probably won't be shocked about it because you guys kind of give me a lot of energy that's kind of like balls to the wall and making things happen, especially with this energy here, because you will find yourself for the remainder of May feeling like you have to put out one fire or another. It will be up to you. So anything that you've been putting off, it seems like it's crunch time for the remainder of May, and you have to kind of like take care of a lot of things, go here, go there. You may find yourself also doing things at the spur of the moment, which will add to all the things that you still are doing or have to get done. So you may notice that you're burnt out by the end of the month. Be careful with back issues, that sort of thing. Don't overdo it because you may find yourself having to kind of recuperate from all of the activity. Now, I feel like you are you're going to be really prime and ready to get things done, specifically at the workplace. Again, it seems like every area of your life for the remainder of May, you have a lot going on, but you are able to handle it. This card signifies being able to handle just about anything that you put your mind to. And for some of you, it's high time that you start to address things that may have been lagging or have been left unspoken, undealt with. It's now time that you're dealing with it. I also see a lot of boundaries being put up around you. Okay. Even if some people have put boundaries up around you, like they've tried to stop you from doing things, you're bringing those down. Okay. You're bringing down the boundaries. You're bringing down the walls. Hell, some of you maybe even renovating or breaking ground or getting into real estate, doing contracting work. It's all a go, especially if it's something that you have to kind of put some elbow grease in. It's all a go and you're going to be moving forward. So that looks really good. There even can be some new love for some of you singles out there. Some of you may be shunning that though, not really open to it. So there could be apologies. We still have Mercury retrograde in Gemini. So you still may have someone coming back or you them. But if this is whoever is coming back, it looks like the other person is not really going to be open for that. And so that may be the reason why you're at a crossroads when it comes to love, not really sure which direction you're going to take or if the decisions that you're making or will make, are they the right ones? You will find yourself thinking constantly about a situation, and that's okay. I mean, that's just part of the process, sometimes being in your head. It's not stopping you from getting other things done. It is just something that's playing in the background of your mind. Okay. You know, your blessing in May is that you're going to have more than enough to do or to kind of contend with. You will have a lot that you can consider a lot of options, and that can be anything in your life. But with the Magician card here, it speaks to you being able to really manifest. And it's like you created this. So some of you have created all of these options just by thinking. So keep the energy very intentional. You're very magical right now, Aries. So be very conscious and very intentional in the things that you are thinking and saying. Because if you pay attention, you will realize, damn, I said it and it really did happen. It's that type of thing. So you may become a bit overwhelmed with everything that good is coming your way because it is a lot, but you will be able to do this. All your cards are suggesting that you have the stamina, the drive, the clarity, and the ability, even though it may seem a bit haphazard and you're here, there, everywhere, but you will have the ability to get a lot of things done. And that's kind of your blessing, that you have all these things coming at you. And it seems like you'll be able, one way or another, to make those things happen for yourself. So that looks really good. So that's what I have for you, Aries. Now we're going to look at Taurus. Taurus. Okay, so I'm pausing. Well, anyway, you all are not listening. It's not live, but I'm going to pause each time. Anyway, let's get into Taurus because you don't need to know that. So for some of you, this reading for me for the rest of May, for you Tauruses out there, again, looks like a lot going on, like I was telling Aries, but you find yourself almost like trying to stop hemorrhaging, just trying to stop hemorrhaging or the bleeding. Hopefully that's not literal for anyone, but I just feel like there's things that either will get out of control or have gotten kind of out of control, or before they get out of control, you're trying to save yourself or fix the situation. And you have to be very strategic in order to do that. You're moving in silence. You really don't want to tell people what's going on. You're trying to cook up a plan so that you can avoid a problem. This may be something about money for some of you. So you're being very strategic. Yeah, because for some of you, there may be a court ruling. So you kind of have to be very strategic. And there's someone that you may feel like you have to protect yourself or be strategic toward. Okay, because it's your feelings. And so it just seems like you're really trying to cook up a plan or idea, strategy in order for you to divert, avoid problems, or get yourself out of a situation that now may become even more of a problem. Now, the rest of this month, you're going after the things that you want. Again, going back to that, the things that you need to take care of, right? But unexpectedly, you will find, and for some of you, it may be all the way until July, I'm just saying. For some of you, it may be many months, hopefully not, but you will find that there is a process of waiting. Even though you're going after stuff, you may find that, well, if I don't get up and do, if I don't call, if I don't, it's not going to get done. So you are going to be even more persistent at taking care of certain things, but no matter what, it's almost like you may know in the back of your mind, or everyone around you, it's like, no, you have to wait. So try as you might, this situation calls for patience. It's going to call for waiting. Okay. It looks like it'll be worth your while once you are waiting, but there's some sense of having to wait. Unfortunately, the remainder of this month says that there is theme of fire energy. King of Wands. So for some of you, this is father child. Others of you, this is your energy, where you head in directions really quickly. Again, it seems to be the theme. I think a lot of it has to do with us going into Mars and Aries, but you will find yourself almost feeling like, well, I've done things in the right way, or maybe I did things a little foolhardily and rushed in and that sort of thing. There is someone that could be coming into your life trying to rush you into things, trying to rush things with you as well. So do expect there to be again, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, like a literal fire sign, or this is your energy kind of trying to get it all done, only having to wait, unfortunately, but you still need to get these things done. It's not like you don't have to, you should. Or you'll have someone with this energy that's trying to come back. And I feel like this person will not just come once. They'll come several times in all different kind of forms to you. A lot of work to be done. Some of you have to pack up and move. Some of you have to move on from the job that you have, okay? And you can easily, and I know some Tauruses like, well, I don't like this goddamn reading. Well, I understand sometimes readings are not everything that we want to hear. But you will find, and it would be good for you to kind of be a little bit conscious about your monies. For some of you, it's like, I have to get out of here. Shit, I got to go. I'll worry about, reconciling this money later because I have things to do. It's that type of thing. So for some of you, it is getting something done, like you've been planning this move, you've been planning something you've been cooking and you've been putting in the words, and that's where all of your energy and your effort is going to pay off with this situation. And a lot of people don't know all the details or anything about what you're doing. So if some of you, there is a move on, and you're like, I have to do, how am I? One step at a time. One step at a time, one thing at a time. That's what's going to help you. And you will find by the time you get into June that things will calm. Hopefully it's June time and not September, because I do get waiting. But you will find that things will calm. If not in June, then in September time. And you're kind of like on a journey, whether it be at work and it's crazy, whether it be money is coming here, coming out there, and when do I stop the bleeding? Or a relocation and a realization that it's time to move on to something else, school, whatever it is. There's something that kind of seems to be a lot to do, but you'll get it done one step at a time, even though there is some form of weight that lies ahead. Now, couples. Well, for some of you, you're definitely in a place for the remainder of May where you're isolated from your person. It's been a struggle. This shit has not been easy. This is something that, may be coming to an end or has ended, and it has been trying to end for the longest time. And I don't feel for some of you, you're even at a place where you're completely still okay with it ending. You needed time to still heal and kind of be to yourself. For some of you, even if you're in a healthy relationship, you may need time to yourself or your partner because something seems to be a bit overwhelming. Some of you may feel for the remainder of May that life seems to be in some ways unfair, harder than usual. You can't really get a grasp on things, and you may feel like the better thing for you to do is to take time. The Tauruses that I know, one specifically, is very great at taking time for self to evaluate, and they usually come out on top because they're really smart at thinking through difficult situations in their life. And I feel that that's what some of you are doing, taking time, not trying to overwhelm yourself. You may have already felt overwhelmed, and it's like, no, I'm going to take some time. And so singles, well. Some of you singles, it will be you chasing after people left and right, or someone chasing after you left and right? But you will have your pick. You may have up to 3 people that you're getting to know, seeing, and you may feel like they're all working out, right? You can't lose. You're building a particular relationship with someone, perhaps, and it may seem to all be going good. Like there are no problems. We're good. I'm making things happen. So you possibly could be building something with another earth sign, a Gemini, Virgo, could be any sign, obviously. But you may feel like whoever this person that you're getting to know or will be getting to know, they have everything that you want. For some of you, it's like, if I could put all 3 of them together, I'll be golden. So Taurus, the rest of April does look, and I know the rest of April is like a week. But the rest of April does look it doesn't look challenging. It just looks like there's a lot of things that needs to be done. And you're going to start to go back to who you are, whatever that means, and however you need to get there. For some of you, again, it has a lot to do with you going within to get to your calm, to get to your resolve so that you don't, go crazy through this process. But it looks like whatever you're cooking up, whatever you're, having to move through in order to get on the other side, you will do it. And it looks like you're actually going to do it with grace. So that looks really good. And that's typical Taurus-like fashion. So that's what I have for Taurus. Now let's look at Gemini. Okay, so Gemini. I'm seeing fire signs very prominent in your reading right now. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Sagittarius is even more prominent than the other 2. But you will, right now, it seems like you're out of bounds or out of sorts with a fire sign. Some of you may feel like you foolhardily spent a lot of money, just doing whatever it is that you wanted to do. Oh, and happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday. That's all I want to say, because don't shoot the messenger. I'm telling you this right now. Okay. But I remember telling you guys when I did the 2-month read, if you haven't checked out that 2-month prediction, go check it out, because I told you, Geminis, that it was going to be action-packed this May, okay? And here we are. So you guys, some of you, you've spent too much, you've done a little too much, and you may realize just how out of control you've gotten. But for some of you, you may feel like YOLO, I don't know. A family or someone's very significant in your life is holding back from you, or you may be holding back. You're not seeing progress. Let me put it that way. So right now you feel like you're not seeing progress. Hell, you just may feel like you have no control over a situation, none whatsoever. You have no control over something. It's out of your hands. You can't control it. Some of you, again, it was you or someone around you is completely the fuck out of control, and you're just like, you know what? Okay. Okay, let go and let God. It's that type of thing. Okay. And I feel like the thing here is that there is heartbreak, there is distance, there is almost like a shutting down from someone, and you don't know exactly what the hell is going to happen here. This person you may feel like is through, or a situation is against you completely. A situation or someone is completely against you, and you may feel like, again, it's out of your hands. You don't know what it is that you can do. You're wanting, though, to fix this, whatever this may be. Okay. Some of you with the Justice and the Judgment card, you could be going to court, and you may find like, if it's going against you now, because these cards would signify it going against you with that 3 of Swords, probably be a whole lot better come July. So end of June, July time, if you're going to court, news will probably go in your favor. All right. I'll go back in your favor, since I wanted to say that. Others of you, it has nothing to do with court. It has everything to do with two sides of the coin. One situation is rubbing up against the other, doesn't want to give in, doesn't want it. And you seem to just want it to be amicable, see it to be fair, or to be done with, and you want the situation back intact. Okay. If this is love, then clearly you want the person and they're not opening up or giving you the time of day. Now, going step by step, guys. So work looks really good. I feel for some of you, you have hit your sweet spot at work. You will find that you're making friends, and it seems like genuine friends. There's one person, though, that is more genuine and more potent than the other. You will find that you have someone that you can lean on and rely on, and you kind of lean on her a lot, or she leans on you a lot. Someone leans on the other person a whole lot more heavier, and they just know what to do, how to do things, and they do it with ease, and they do it with calm. And for some of you, someone could be, I don't want to say it, I just see festivities. So they could be festivities at work. It could be a lot of great things going on at your workplace. And that is a good thing, because your personal life in some kind of way looks pretty shitty. So hopefully your business and your career and work life looks really good. So the rest of this month looks like it's going to be really good. You'll be up with your sales. You will have more people interested in you, getting along with you, wanting to celebrate you, and be amicable with you. So that always looks really good. That's always really good. But I must say, Gemini, you for the rest of this month is stressed the hell out. And for some of you, it is a court thing with the Justice and Judgment card, or it is a final decision that has been made that you completely do not agree with, and you cannot think straight. There's no thinking straight. It is just like, how do you fix it? That is what's stressing you the hell out. How can this get fixed? How? What? Where? How? And I've seen a lot of not giving up, but kind of saying like, what do you want me? What can I do? That type of thing. So for some of you, there will be something that can come up if it hasn't already that may make you feel like I am stressed the hell out. But I'm here to tell you, Gemini, okay? If you know, by July, let me put it that way. By July, late June, July, hopefully it's not going to be all the way until Scorpio season, which is November time, right? But for some of you, it could be, but hopefully not. By July, things will change. And you may, just as much as you're saying now, how the hell did this happen? By July, August, you're going to be like, well, how the hell did this get back? You know, it's all going in my favor now. Now everything is, it's that type of thing. So give yourself grace. Try to nurture yourself out of this place as much as you can. And for some of you, again, you just have to kind of go through it, because I do see you kind of literally going through it. Speaking of that, I do see for couples in your relationship for the remainder of May, problems that are illuminating like crazy. And for some of you, we're in a dead middle of Mercury retrograde. So of course, everyone's coming back and communicating. Even couples are bringing up old things and sifting through the problems. And for some of you, it's like, oh shit, I thought we dealt with it. No. This is not only is it kicking up, it's putting the two of you in a horrible place that may last for 5 months or so. Like it may last all the way into the end of this year or something like that. Someone was left out in the cold, and for some of you, there may be some issues with like an ex or a child, or child's mother, something like that. So there definitely can be the two of you who look so good together, King and Queen of Pentacles. Definitely there's again, very obvious issues going on here that to me speaks to money woes, infidelities, anything. This could be anything, but it's all now illuminated. It's all now coming up and coming out. So that is kind of where possibly, the stress is coming from you guys. Now, singles, and I'm telling, you're the third single I'm saying this to. Great. Whoever this is, and it can be, again, a Sagittarius, which seems pretty prominent here, they definitely can ease your pain. For some of you, I see you kind of getting back to a place of peace and putting more time and attention into those that are innocent, children and other people that you have no issues with, if that makes sense. But singles, you will have someone who wants to come in and apologize, give you some type of offer, term of endearment. This is someone who can flirt with you, that sort of thing. If you're working something out with someone familiar to you, it'll be a lot more lighter. There is there's unequalness here. So one of you is a little bit more playful, and the other person is a little bit more spiritual and a lot more knowledgeable about where they are, where they're going, and who they are. And you may either be put into someone's life to learn that lesson, or you may be someone who has to teach the other. But it at least looks like it can kind of have a nice little sweetness to it for the remainder of April. I keep wanting to say April. I meant the remainder of May. So the rest of this month, which is all of I think a week and a couple of days or something like that, just take it easy. Try to keep your mind in as best place as you can. Try to be very conscious about the money that you're spending. Try to be careful about the people that you're indulging in and how you're indulging. Because I feel like that Temperance card, that kind of this card, is a message for you. It's kind of a message for you to pray and to be still. Prayer and stillness and belief will get you through whatever the strife is. Let go and let God, and do everything that you can to really live in that, so that your mind can be still, right? Because whatever you're going through, worrying about it isn't going to change it, only time, like I'm telling everyone. So that's what I have for Gemini. Now let's look at Taurus. Cancer. Well, you are kind of stressed out over a situation. You will find yourself a little bit on edge for the remainder of this month, not really being able to trust everything that you see, hear, or the situation around you. You're in protective mode right now. Okay. And it may have a lot to do with it could be anything, but I do feel like there's a lot of games being played. And you may be learning some things that at times may feel devastated. For some of you, you may even feel like you don't know who you can trust, or you don't really know what's true and what's not true. Okay. Your heart is filled though. This month, the rest of this month, your heart is pretty full. And you kind of want to get to a place of peace. You just want some peace. I do see that peace, and for everyone to just get along, for everything to just be okay with everyone. It may just be happening around you. It may have nothing to do with you. And it's like, everybody just get along, that type of thing. Because I do see that there is a time that you're either going to be in this mood for the rest of the month where you need your time. You need your time to yourself to kind of go in your shell, which is funny because that looks like a turtle. So, like a literal shell. Night times could be, very, just that time for you, where you're in huge thought. And mind you, some of you Cancers have someone who is in heavy thought over you, heavy thought, and you will be shocked at just how much someone is thinking of you, can't get you out of their mind. And if it's not them, then it's you. So if you're not thinking about anyone ad nauseum, then they are you. And that's what the gag is going to be. It was like, what? That was circa 19. It could be someone from a past so long ago you've, forgotten, or you now are thinking about someone far, far, far from your past. But you will find yourself in this place of kind of really needing some moments to yourself, going within. Now, work looks pretty good. For some of you, it's almost like for some of you, you're up for it, you're doing it, and then it's like, I just don't have the energy. So you may have these, peaks and valleys where you're up for going to work and doing the work or your business, and then it's like, shit, I don't. Especially if you're a Cancer woman, you may feel like I'm not making enough. You may feel like, there's a problem at work, whatever it is. There may seem to be issues at times, and then not so much other times. You just may be, because it looks like a bit of a funk, and you're not alone. I've been saying that to just about every sign. So everybody's kind of like in a funk, and we are in the midst of Mercury retrograde, just coming off of that full moon in Scorpio. So there's still a lot of shit uncovering that a lot of people are just like, I'm tired of the uncovering. I'm tired. So you may find yourself a little bit more tired than usual. Listen to your body. I also heard listen to your heart. So yeah, listen to your heart, listen to your body. You guys are born GPSers, so you can feel exactly what's going on. And I do feel like you're going to take time for yourself when you need to. So that's really good. And so the rest of this month, you are trailblazing, right? Something may stop you dead in your damn tracks. Something you hear, somebody says something, you found out something, and it's like, what? It's that type of thing where you're kind of stopped in your tracks over a situation. Some of you, it just becomes very clear that somebody's playing fucking games with you. You got a hater on your miss. When of you guys don't have haters? Cancers be having haters. So some of you may have a hater on your miss. Be very aware, Cancer, of what people are doing and how they're making you feel when you're in a good space. Who the hell is coming along and poisoning your good space? Because I do feel like there's someone here who may have the ability to do just that, poison your space. Also, I want you to protect yourself and watch your surroundings and that sort of thing, right? Because it's almost like something had come out of nowhere and you don't expect it, and it's like, it kind of it puts you in a place where it's like, not so great, right? And it's all mental, but again, those are the kind of things that really create trauma, the words and, the experiences that people have where it may not be that bad, where it's like, well, at least but, it still will affect you. So be kind of aware, because I do feel like there's something or someone that something may be habitual, or someone may be habitual where you're always kind of feeling hurt by what's going on or what's said. So do be conscious of that. Like, Somebody just verbally fucking abusing you, emotionally abusing you over here, mentally goddamn abusing you with their words, and they're so goddamn uncaring. And then when you take a step back from their ass and be like, no, I'm not going to do this, then they come back with, so be careful. And this could go vice versa. It could be, it could be you doing it to someone as well. It could also be men, so don't feel like you're not in it. But just be careful how people are handling you the rest of this month. So love, couples, I do feel like you may feel like the two of you are just not up for it. Someone's just not up for it for whatever reason. They're not in the mood. They're not up for it. There may be, again, I do see strife and problems in this relationship where this may be the month where I'm not saying there's a breakup, but there definitely is some form of an acknowledgement that we have issues here. And it's not rainbows, butterflies, cotton candy, and bubble gum. There are issues that if continue to persist, this may be a struggle to stay in for one of you at least. And I do see that someone becomes despondent, almost bored, lackadaisical, lazy, ineffective in their actions toward the relationship. And again, it may have a lot to do with just the issues and the problems in the relationship. And if someone is being made to feel like this, or if something has happened where the two of you are now in this place, obviously there's not going to be any sexy time, right? Hello? You can't just turn me off and think you're going to turn me back on. The hell? I'm not a refrigerator. Can't just open and close my door. But you singles here, I do feel like you're coming to a place where you will start to open your heart for new. It's coming at a snail's pace. Either this person is a friend of yours, they check in with you from time to time, but they're very consistent at doing that, or they're on the way and they're not here yet. And you will be at a place of peace when they become more and more present in your life, because you Cancer singles will have someone who becomes more present in your life, because they don't want to crowd, or they don't want to hinder any healthiness that you have going on. They like that about you. They are so regimented. They love that you're just so zen and you're so spiritual and you're so, that sort of thing. And for some of you, it'll be right, vice versa. Like you're very, regimented, and now you're kind of being put in the life of someone who's more zen, more spiritual, who's more, non-tangible, right? They just know when things are going to happen. They're not necessarily stressing themselves out and that sort of thing. So it's a great, nice little mix here. And I do feel like love can come to you in a very slow and steady pace, which is what you need. It's what you need. It's what you need. And it seems like at least you're the fourth sign I'm reading, and all the singles are definitely having kind of good energy around them. So that looks really good. And again, mental health seems to be the theme for every sign I've read for thus far. So you're no exception, and definitely be selfish with your mental health. When you need to take time and disconnect from everything and everyone is what it looks like to me. And also be very conscious of whoever is coming in to try and affect you. Yeah, in some kind of way. Whoever's coming in to try to affect you, yeah, that. Be careful.